Maryjane, can we get a quick picture? I know that this is illegal, but let's get this. I want to make sure this is good. And by the way, it isn't history tonight, it's Herstory.
After I wrote it, I had to cross out the I-S and put the E-R.
By the way, may I say this? What did you do so fancy with your eyes tonight? They're beautiful.
Well, I found a photo in my research for this day in Herstory, and it is technically inspired by something I saw.
Okay, take a picture, hold it. You may applaud. What the hell are you not applauding for? Is what I'm asking. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. All right, get very pretty. Who's a pretty girl? Who's the prettiest girl ever? Who's the pretty girl? Oh, are you...
Sorry, the eyes are just a little too dead.
Okay, it's my fault. It's not Maryjane's.
That didn't happen.
She's perfect in that way. Blame me instead of Maryjane. Okay, let's try this again. All right, this day in Herstory. All right, let's see how that looked.
I guess, yeah.
We're going to the next round, everybody. This day in Herstory.
Mabel Norman, a poster child for sex, drugs, and murder. Also, the first female comedic actress. Yes, actress. Sorry, there's a lot of tiny scribbled words past. Strong and athletic. She was a pioneer in film. She was a model and an athlete. She did all of her own stunts, from riding horses to she did the first pie in the face bit ever on film. And at the same time, or maybe in the picture right before, she was the first bathing beauty ever in a comic film. Her first film, Hot Stuff, by Griffith, the guy that owns the observatory in the park. She worked with Fatty Arbuckle in 26 films, with Charlie Chaplin in, I believe, his first picture. He fell in love with her completely, but she was not available. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yes, she had creative control, and this is another first she did, in her picture, and she had her very own studio, and that was for the movie Mickey. And then, one night...
Maryjane, why didn't everybody applaud when she said in the first film Mickey? Yes, go ahead.
And then, one night, she was visiting a gentleman named William Desmond Taylor. He had gotten her into rehab, and then she was investigated for his still to this day unsolved murder.
Wow. A real mystery trial.
That was her first strike. And then, oh yes, in 1924 on New Year's, she had a chauffeur, and she was with a millionaire, and somehow the chauffeur shot, allegedly, the chauffeur, and it happened to be her gun, and they found out he was a felon, so second scandal.
Wow.
she had to go to the hospital for some reason, and that resulted in a Mrs. Church suing her for adultery, which was never confirmed, and she did the first countersuit for $500,000. But that was the third and final scandal. She spent the last 3 years of her life in a... What's the old-fashioned word for a hospital you die in? Sanitarium, yes. So she died February 23rd, 1930 in a Hollywood sanitarium, 38 years old of tuberculosis.
What is that? What is the last thing you said?
And that's this day in history.
Two questions. One, who were we talking about?
I said it in the first two words.
I was sleeping.
Mabel Norman, a poster child for sex, drugs, and murder.
Nice.
Say murder again, like sex, drugs, and murder. Say it like you just did.
Sex, drugs, and murder.
Yeah.
Ladies, but how does that tie into you, Maryjane? Because always on this day in history, it always ties into you.
I did my eye makeup kind of like the 30s, and she's a pretty girl that's been on film and does comedy stuff.
That's good enough to me. That
You what? No, man! You took the fucking news report and then spilled a bunch of shit! What the fuck, man?
is. What did you do now?
You ruined it!
I didn't do anything. It just kind of came out of Maryjane's hand and landed in front of me.
Oh yeah, like Afro Man! Oh yeah!
Hey, come on, guys. This isn't a race riot here. Okay.
We need another civil rights riot in this town!
No. Waka. You're bringing a lot of anger to this show.
Chill.
God, you're telling me.
We have a comment over here.
Don't start shit!
Don, that's the third week in a row Schizo is trying to sabotage Maryjane's This Week in History.
That's bullshit.
Well, hold on, stop. I do remember when we were doing a thing with John F. Kennedy and your client's character from the movie, that Sixth movie. Yeah. And when that came out, you started giving your John F. Kennedy impression. That ruined
All I said was the car. That's all I did. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm not trying to damage Maryjane.
Okay, let me ask you this. Say it again. Say it again, just like you did.
The car.
All right, how many people think that's John F. Kennedy he's talking about? All right, so he did it that week. He did it this week. What was the in-between week? What happened there?
Well, I think that's he was just doing voices when Maryjane was talking last week.
And it was
No, I
racist.
wasn't.
Let me just say this.
All Maryjane.
That's why I sang Ominous Storm last week.
Listen, I am trying my very best to make you feel good. Crazy Daisy over there is going out with you because of what's going on here.
That's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I graciously appreciate it. Can we go for a little comfort zone right now?
So what you're saying is you can ruin Maryjane's act.
I didn't.
And
Maryjane's card merely flew out of her hand.
Okay, can Maryjane say that? But first of all, I am saying this. Here's something that I want to mention.
So I can't see
Would
myself.
you listen? Would you listen? I'll make that decision after I talk with Tina, who is the alpha male of the show.
Okay.
Is that fair? Should I let Tina make the decision? Tina, can you make a decision like this?
Absolutely.
Are you nervous?
Not at all. What am I making a decision on?
Well, I'll tell you in just a second. Is there anything that Schizo has done to you that you would hold against him and in your decision making here?
I was a little pissed off earlier because he called Rucka a racist phobic. So you agree you're racist then if you're calling him racist phobic?
No, I'm not a racist. I never have been. It's just a ploy to some kind of ploy of something. I'm not really.
Do you have a color
sure.
TV?
Did you or did you not say he was racist phobic?
I don't know what he's racist phobic, but this racist ploy of racism or whatever it is they were trying to attack.
Who's trying to do that?
Everybody's trying to attack.
I'm trying to do this?
I don't know.
Rucka's trying to attack you?
I don't know.
Attack him?
I didn't do shit.
You guys are calling me the racist.
What about Jessica? What'd she do to you? All Jessica's been doing is doing nice things.
I just thought I was nice, and yeah, I don't remember doing anything.
What James Claire Lewis do to you?
Well then, what's the deal? Why don't we get on and do some good music?
I think we all want to hear Maryjane in the comfort zone tonight.
Yeah. The comfort zone is my band. I'm the one who fucking built the band. It's not Maryjane's band.
I saw a poster and tickets sold out for Maryjane in the comfort zone.
I did see some artwork.
But I'm the one who thought of the idea of the name The Comfort Zone, and I originated, my ideas were On a Mission of Mercy and Ominous Storm. Okay? So, sorry.
Alpha male. Let's break some shit.